That Hyundai will never go the distance. You probably heard that when you drove home in that new Hyundai. You also probably heard that they're way too complex, yet not sturdy enough. The quest for automotive immortality is a tale as old as the car itself. We dream of machines that defy time, that become loyal companions through decades and hundreds of thousands of miles. But truth is, the reality of a Hyundai engine surpassing 300,000 miles with vigor is possible. It's a predictable outcome of deliberate, informed care. Whether it's the steadfast Tucson, a Kona, a Palisade, or even the electric Ioniq, its potential for legendary longevity is already baked in. Your role is to unlock it. I've seen it happen time and time again. So here are 10 habits that will keep your Hyundai healthy for the long drive. Embrace them, and you're turning that Hyundai to an heirloom. Tip 1. Mastering the art and science of oil changes. Imagine the inside of your engine at highway speed. Pistons firing thousands of times a minute, camshafts spinning, valves slamming shut, all creating a seething, metallic jungle where temperatures can spike well over 200 degrees Fahrenheit. The only thing standing between harmonious operation and catastrophic metal-on-metal grinding is a near-microscopic layer of oil. Your treatment of this lifeline dictates the very heartbeat of your engine's long-term health. The cardinal sin every Hyundai owner makes is following the normal service schedule in a severe service world. Hyundai's normal schedule assumes long, consistent highway drives in moderate climates. For virtually every driver, reality is severe. Frequent short trips where the engine never fully warms up, extended idling, stop-and-go traffic, extreme hot or cold climates, and dusty conditions. These conditions cause fuel dilution, acid buildup, and faster additive depletion. So here, frequency is king. Ditch the maximum mileage interval. For most, changing oil every 5,000 miles or 6 months with full synthetic is the safe sweet spot. Under truly severe use, primarily very short trips, towing, consider 3,000 to 4,000 miles. Also, quality and specification matter. So never compromise on the American Petroleum Institute specification, like the current SP standard, which is designed for modern engine protection. The correct viscosity is stamped on your oil cap and in the manual. This is engineered for your engine's clearances. The filter is half the job, which means a cheap filter can bypass dirty oil or collapse under pressure. Use a high-quality filter from a reputable brand. Changing the oil but skimping on the filter is like putting on a clean shirt over a dirty body. In the end, the shirt will just get dirty a lot sooner. Once a month, when the engine is cool and on level ground, pull the dipstick. Check the level and the condition. Is it jet black but still at the right level? That's normal for a detergent oil doing its job. Is it thin, smells of gasoline, or has a milky froth? These are critical red flags demanding immediate investigation. You have to view every oil change as the single most impactful investment in your engine's future. It is the non-negotiable foundation upon which all other longevity strategies are built. Tip 2. Understand the air and fuel filtration. Combustion is a precise, volatile recipe. 1 part fuel, approximately 14.7 parts air. Your engine is a voracious air pump, consuming thousands of cubic feet for every tank of gas. Every single one of those cubic feet carries microscopic abrasives. We're talking dust, silica, pollen, pollution, and none of these should be in your engine. Unfiltered, these particles become an insidious grinding compound, scoring cylinder walls, wearing bearings, and contaminating oil. The filtration system is your engine's guardian, its first line of defense in a dirty world. A clogged air filter wouldn't just starve the engine of air. It will, in fact, create a rich fuel mixture that wastes gas and carbonizes parts. It also creates an intake vacuum, pulling oil past seals and leading to consumption. On the fuel side, while modern Hyundais have lifetime fuel filters in the tank, contaminants from poor quality gas or a degrading tank can still threaten high-pressure fuel pumps and sensitive injectors. And let's not forget the cabin air filter. Its failure doesn't hurt the engine, but it floods the ventilation system with allergens and debris, impacting the driver's health and comfort. So how about an action plan to avoid all of this? For starters, visual inspections are non-negotiable. With every other oil change, pop the air filter housing. Hold the filter up to a bright light. If you can't see light clearly through the pleats, it's time. Secondly, while quality aftermarket filters exist, original equipment manufacturer, OEM filters, are guaranteed to match the exact flow and filtration efficiency specifications of your engine. The extra few dollars ensure you don't spend a boatload later on repairing your engine. In addition, always buy top-tier detergent gasoline when possible. These fuels have additives that help keep intake valves and fuel injectors clean, supporting the work of the physical filter. Think of it as a liquid filter supplement. Lastly, change your cabin filter annually, or more if you drive in dusty or high pollen areas. It's a simple, often DIY task that ensures the air you breathe is as clean as the air your engine breathes. By championing clean intake air and clean fuel, you ensure the engine's fundamental chemical reaction, combustion, happens efficiently and cleanly. This means more power from less fuel, fewer harmful deposits, and a cylinder environment that is conducive to a long, healthy life. Tip 3. Understand the importance of all the fluids in the engine. If engine oil is the blood, as we've agreed, then the other fluids are the lymphatic, nervous, and circulatory systems. They are specialized tools for specific critical jobs. Let's cue you in on their different roles, shall we? Coolant doesn't just prevent freezing, as its name might indicate. It is, in fact, a sophisticated chemical cocktail preventing corrosion in the aluminum head and iron block, lubricating the water pump, and raising the boiling point under pressure. Besides the brake fluid's most critical role of acting as a hydraulic medium, transferring the force from your foot on the brake pedal to the brake calipers and pads, it also keeps internal components like calipers and cylinders moving smoothly, reducing wear. Lastly, transmission fluid is subjected to immense heat and shear forces, guarding the delicate gears and clutches of your automatic or manual gearbox. Every single one of these fluids is invaluable. Unfortunately, though, these fluids degrade not just with mileage, but with time and heat cycles. Old coolant loses its anti-corrosive properties, leading to silent internal rust that can clog narrow coolant passages and cause overheating. Aged brake fluid with high water content can boil under hard braking, causing complete brake failure. Power steering fluid breaks down and leads to a stiff, noisy steering rack. Ignoring them creates a domino effect of failures that often culminates in an engine stranded by an overheated transmission or a failed cooling system. This means you've got to become a schedule zealot. Open your owner's manual to the maintenance schedule. Highlight every fluid change interval, coolant, brake fluid, transmission, power steering, differential. Treat these as inviolable appointments. For coolant and brake fluid, a professional flush is often best as it exchanges nearly 100% of the old fluid. A simple drain and fill may only replace half, leaving old degraded fluid in the system. Discuss the method with your technician. Periodically check your coolant reservoir. It should be bright, green, orange, pink, or blue as specified, and clear. Murky or rusty coolant is bad news. Brake fluid in the master cylinder should be a clear, light amber. If it's dark brown, it's far past due. Lastly, and most importantly, invest in the right stuff. Always use the exact fluid specification listed by Hyundai. Using generic universal coolant or the wrong type of automatic transmission fluid can cause chemical reactions that damage seals and internal components. A holistic fluid strategy acknowledges that the engine does not operate in a vacuum. It is the core of an interconnected system. By preserving the health of the entire system with fresh, specified fluids, you remove stressors that could eventually backfire onto the engine itself, ensuring it operates in a stable, supportive mechanical environment. Tip 4. Cultivating mechanical sympathy. Before that Hyundai of yours can become an heirloom, you've got to treat it with extreme care. And that's where mechanical sympathy comes in. Mechanical sympathy is the driver's intuition, the conscious understanding that your inputs are directly translated into stress or relief for the machine. It's the most cost-free longevity tool you possess. An engine's greatest wear occurs in the first few minutes after a cold start. Oil is thick and pooled, clearances are at their tightest, and fuel washdown is at its peak. Modern engines with fuel injection don't need to warm up by idling for minutes. In fact, prolonged idling is harmful. The correct practice is to start and go gently. Drive with a light foot, keeping RPMs below 3,000 until the coolant temperature gauge needle is firmly in the middle. This gets oil flowing and the engine up to efficient temperature faster than idling. Furthermore, avoid heat soaking your engine by turning it off immediately after a hard, high-temperature drive. Let it idle for 30 to 60 seconds to allow the turbocharger, if equipped, and coolant to circulate and begin shedding excess heat. Here are some habits you could add to your usual driving routine. Upon cold start, wait only 15 to 30 seconds for oil to circulate, then drive off. In extreme cold, you could extend this to 45 seconds or an entire minute. For the next 5 minutes or until the temperature gauge normalizes, drive with a feather-light touch. Pretend there's a fresh egg between your foot and the pedal. While driving, use your vision properly. Look ahead at traffic lights and flow. Lift off the throttle early to coast down, rather than speeding up only to brake hard. This reduces load, fuel consumption, and thermal stress on brakes and drivetrain. While modern engines are robust, sustained operation at redline or under heavy load, like climbing a steep grade at high speed in a high gear, generates immense, sustained heat. When possible, let the transmission downshift to increase engine RPM and reduce lugging strain. In the end, after you've just completed a spirited drive or highway off-ramp, give the engine 60 seconds of idle before shutting down. This allows oil to continue circulating through the turbocharger's blazingly hot bearings, preventing oil from coking or baking inside the turbo, which is a primary cause of turbo failure. In summary, always drive with sympathy. This is all about being smooth with your Hyundai. It reduces thermal shock, minimizes contaminant production, and keeps everything in a state of low-stress equilibrium. Your engine will thank you with silence, smoothness, and longevity. Tip 5. The art of clean injection and combustion. Beyond the simple act of burning gasoline lies a world of high-precision hydraulics and timed micro-explosions. Your Hyundai's direct or port fuel injectors are microscopic nozzles that must deliver fuel in an exact mist at an exact millisecond under immense pressure. The cleanliness of this system dictates everything from power and efficiency to the prevention of carbon deposits that slowly strangle an engine's vitality. Treating your fuel system as a mere conduit is a missed opportunity for optimization and preservation. Over time, low-quality fuel, infrequent driving, and normal combustion byproducts leave varnish and carbon deposits on injector tips and intake valves. This disrupts the perfect fuel spray pattern, leading to inefficient lean or rich conditions, rough idle, hesitation, and increased emissions. On engines with gasoline direct injection, carbon can aggressively build up on intake valves because fuel no longer washes over them. This carbon fouling reduces airflow, robs power, and can cause hot spots leading to pre-ignition, a condition that can quickly damage pistons and rings. Well, there are a couple of things you could do to avoid this. First, and most importantly, you have to commit to top-tier fuel. Make top-tier gasoline your standard. The enhanced detergent package actively cleans injectors and combustion chambers with every tank, fighting deposits from the inside out. In addition to that, every 5,000 to 10,000 miles, use a high-quality polyetheramine-based fuel system cleaner during a fill-up. For GDI engines, select a formula specifically designed to address intake valve deposits. This is a proactive chemical cleaning that supports mechanical health. Don't fear the highway. Regular, sustained drives at highway speeds help keep the engine hot enough to burn off condensation and light carbon deposits. It's a natural cleansing cycle for the combustion chamber. Lastly, for GDI engines showing symptoms of valve carbon buildup, loss of power, rough idle, a professional walnut shell blasting service is the definitive mechanical solution, restoring the intake ports to like-new condition. A pristine fuel system is the guardian of perfect combustion. By ensuring fuel is delivered as a clean, precise mist, you guarantee maximum energy is extracted from every drop. Power is delivered smoothly, and the devastating buildup of performance-robbing carbon is held at bay for the life of the engine, which can be a really long time. Tip 6. Maintaining the PCV system. Do you know that crankcases are not static chambers? What they are dynamic environments where combustion pressure, blow-by gases, along with oil vapor and acidic moisture, accumulate. Left unchecked, these gases create pressure, force oil past seals, and condense into a harmful, sludge-forming soup. Your Hyundai's positive crankcase ventilation system is a simple but brilliant circulatory loop that breathes life back into the crankcase by pulling out these harmful vapors and feeding them back into the intake to be burned cleanly. The heart of the engine system is the PCV valve, a simple one-way check valve that regulates this flow. Over time, it can become clogged with sludge or stick open or closed. A failed PCV valve has direct consequences. If stuck closed, pressure builds, forcing oil leaks at seals and gaskets. If stuck open, it allows too much unmetered air into the intake, causing a lean condition and rough idle, and can suck raw oil into the intake, leading to consumption and fouled components. A malfunctioning system is a primary cause of oil sludge, the heart disease of engines. Good news though, there's a fix. Unfortunately, all you can do is replace the item, which means you have to know the replacement interval. Consult your manual. It often has a replacement interval, commonly 60,000 to 100,000 miles. Treat it with the same respect as a spark plug. Also, listen and look for symptoms. A whistling or hissing sound from the valve cover, rough idle, increased oil consumption, or oil in the intake tract are classic signs of PCV trouble. To avoid forgetting, make it a routine service item. When replacing spark plugs or performing a major service, have the PCV valve and its associated hoses inspected and replaced proactively. The part is inexpensive, but its role is critical. A failed PCV system is a fast track to sludge formation. Keeping it functional is a key pillar of your clean oil strategy. This humble, often forgotten valve is a guardian of internal cleanliness and proper sealing. By ensuring the PCV system breathes freely, you actively prevent the conditions that lead to oil degradation, sludge, and seal failure. Tip 7. Genuine and quality matters beyond the price tag. In the pursuit of frugality, it's tempting to view parts as commodities. A filter is a filter, a belt is a belt. Here's the thing. The upfront savings of a generic component can be catastrophically outweighed by its hidden long-term cost. Genuine Hyundai parts and high-quality equivalents from trusted brands are engineered to a specific set of performance, durability, and compatibility standards that cheap imitations simply don't meet. Your engine is a system of systems, and every component you install becomes part of its ecosystem. An aftermarket oil filter might use a paper end cap instead of metal, which can degrade and bypass unfiltered oil. A non-OEM oxygen sensor may have a different heat range or response time, causing the engine computer to make incorrect fueling adjustments, hurting efficiency and power. A budget timing belt may look identical, but use inferior reinforcement cords that fail prematurely. Even something as simple as a gasket made from the wrong composite material can leak or fail to seal properly, leading to oil or coolant loss. So for critical engine internal components, timing components, head gaskets, sensors, oil filters, insist on genuine Hyundai parts or premium tier equivalents from manufacturers like Bosch, Denso, or Mahle. For less critical wear items, brake pads, wiper blades, a wider quality range may be acceptable. You also have to understand the genuine advantage. A genuine part is guaranteed to fit perfectly, function exactly as the original, and be made from the correct materials. It removes all guesswork and ensures the factory-engineered balance is maintained. Lastly, you know the saying, "No man is an island of knowledge?" Well, don't forget it. Always consult your technician. A trusted mechanic will have experience with which aftermarket brands perform reliably for your specific model. Their insight is invaluable in navigating the parts landscape. View every replacement part as a direct investment in the system's integrity. By choosing components that meet or exceed the original engineering specifications, you are faithfully restoring a piece of your Hyundai's original DNA, ensuring every new piece collaborates seamlessly with the old to extend the machine's lifespan. Making your Hyundai engine last a lifetime is not about secret tricks. It is the cumulative effect of a philosophy, a respectful, consistent, and intelligent partnership with a complex machine. It is understanding that longevity is earned mile by mile, decision by decision. It is the sum of clean oil and clean air, of fresh fluids and smooth driving, of heating whispers and trusting experts. It's about investing in the scheduled service that feels premature and addressing the small noise that seems insignificant. This ethos transforms your car from a depreciating asset into a reliable heirloom.